Y'all, how's it going? Today for lunch, I'm gonna cook up a good old pork chop, y'all. I'm gonna show you what I got here. This is a center cut right here. It's man, oh man, good old pork chop. It's been butterflied. You see here how the butterfly there on the back. Well, what I'm gonna do first off, I'm gonna season up with some of this Dizzy Pig Swamp Venom. It's like a spicy barbecue rub. Doesn't have much salt in it, hardly any sugar, and I mean this is a that's a really good rub. I like to use this on. You can use it on beef, pork, vegetables, all that stuff. You know, low sugar, pretty low on the sodium. So this is some good stuff here. And I'm just gonna, like I said, with this lean pork, we're just gonna really put this on there. Look at that, kind of pat in. So we don't have to worry about a binder or anything. Go ahead with the other side here. Now this stuff adds a lot of flavor. I love using it. I love how the kick it gives your barbecue as well, without a lot of sweet salt. So there we go, like this. I put some on the edges. You know, get a little bit of seasoning, because you want this stuff all over here, man. This is just pure goodness. So anyway, I got that on there. Then once it gets going, remember that raspberry vinaigrette dressing I made the other day? Yeah, we're gonna go ahead with that, but I'm gonna let this sit here for a little bit. I'll put it back in the refrigerator, let it sit for about 30 minutes or so. Let that rub just kind of get right into the outside there, get set up, and then we'll go out there to the smoker, y'all. All right, y'all. I'm gonna put the pork chop here on my master built, and look, I'll put a link to where you can get that that Dizzy Pig, that Swamp Venom, and of course the smoker if you want. But oh yes sir, we're cooking with some hickory now. Good chunks in here. Go ahead and put the pork chop in on 275. And let this dude go. Y'all will check it. It's been here for about 30 minutes or so. Oh my gosh, that looks beautiful. Let me go get I wish you could see this. Zoom in a little bit more there. Look at that. Look at that. I'm going to go get my raspberry glaze. Y'all, I don't know what happened to my basting brush. It's got me pissed off. But I'm going to take it out of here and put it on this plate. Put some of this blackberry, oh yes sir, this blackberry vinaigrette on here. Just rub it on with this little spoon. Best I can do. And hold this spoon, little fork. Just put it on like that, y'all. Let the fresh blackberry caught up in there. So just get us a good little amount of glaze on here, and we'll put it back in the smoker and let this glaze just cure on there, y'all. Put it back in the smoker. I'll let it go about 10 minutes on that 275. Not 10 minutes, maybe about 5 or 8 minutes, and let it just really get on there good. Okay, y'all, while that glaze sets in, and the glaze sets in, and I've got some turnip greens finishing. I'm gonna go ahead and cut me up a little bit of zucchini here. We'll have this on the side. I've got some turnip greens, that healthy turnip green recipe, cooking over there as well. And we'll just chop through this zucchini here. I'll saute it up in a pan, nice and fresh. Good time for zucchini. By the way, I'm using these ceramic knives I got from the Abundant Chef. I'll put a link to where you can get these as well. Anyway, I'm going to chop up this zucchini. We'll saute that away. Pan over here, I'm going to put a little bit of this fake butter junk on here. I don't know what this is. I know this is not that good for you either, but we're going to give it a try. And let that melt down. I'm going to grab some onions. Go ahead and put some onions in here. I've just got some diced frozen onions. A quick fix here. Put some of those in the bottom of the pan. Let that saute for a minute. I got my onion sauteing here. Good. I'm going to go ahead and put my zucchini in. Just sliced up there. Kind of spread this out. And get kind of a quick cook on this stuff. Go ahead and turn this down to about a medium low. No, I'll leave about medium. Let these dudes spaced out. Get some bezels. Put little bezels and everything I use here. We'll try to put the links in the description box from now on, so y'all, if people always ask me where you get this, where you get that, so you can get this stuff. This is some great Cajun seasoning, y'all. Get low sodium stuff. Alright. Now go ahead and put that on there, turn it a little bit lower. And we'll go out and we'll pull that chop off the smoker, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and pull my pork chop off the smoker over here. And oh man, it's got a glaze just seared to it. Set it right down there. And we're gonna probably put on the broiler just for a second and let that crystallize, and then we're gonna let it rest. Turn my broiler on high, put it on there for a minute or two, just long enough. I just wanted that top of that glaze just to kind of come to a sizzle. I'm about to pull it out here in just a second. That's what you want to see. You'll see the caramelization, a little bit of the sugars there. And it'll just really get that glaze to hold on there nicely. I see how the top's bubbling a little bit. That's what I want to see. I'm going to go ahead and pull it out. Let's sit over here on the counter and rest. Kind of tin it just a little bit. And we'll let it rest for about 10 minutes. About 7-8 minutes probably. Y'all, here we go. Man, this is a heck of a lunch here. I've got, for my sides, I've got that zucchini. We got onions that we sauteed up. I got a little side salad with some of the blackberry vinaigrette on there, a little bit of goat cheese, walnuts, and some of those fresh greens we just made. Then I have got this wonderful lean pork chop with this raspberry vinaigrette. Let's go ahead and cut into this again with one of my little Abundant Chef knives on my little Pro-Teak board. Look at this, y'all. Oh my goodness. Let's take a look. Wow. Isn't that nice and tender? A little bit more of that. Oh yes, sir. Look at that. Take a bite. Oh, it's so good. You can taste that wonderful raspberry coming through, but then you got that smoky, a little bit of spice from that swamp venom. Y'all, that's the way to go with a pork chop. Man, oh man. You don't wait to dig in the rest of this lunch, my vegetables and everything. Anyway, thank y'all so much for tuning in. And please like my videos, sub my channels. Thank y'all for everything. Any kind of suggestions you may have, sling them my way. I appreciate it.